So what makes a great seller in a match, and how important is it for making someone else look strong?
Oh, it's everything. First things first, selling. For those of you that aren't familiar with the term, I mean, we're all wrestling fans here, so we should all know what selling is. Selling is making it seem like you are actually in pain. If somebody does a move to you, selling the move is showing the damage that is done. Vince McMahon taught me famously, and everybody who has ever worked for him will tell you that he said, you make your money here. This is where you make your money.
You've told me that plenty of times, especially on video shoots.
You make your money here, your facial expression. You know, some of the greatest sellers of all time, you know, the first few names that come to mind, Ricky Steamboat, Dusty Rhodes. And I always say this, that angle where they slammed his arm in the car door, go look it up. Go watch it and watch how Dusty, the expression on his face, the agony that he's in while they're taking care of him and, you know, they're nursing his arm, nursing his arm. Like, you believe that he's really hurt. And what makes somebody a great seller is the ability to make you question whether or not they're really hurt. The whole idea, and traditionally it's always been, the heel gets heat on a baby face, and the baby face sells and gets sympathy. I remember Ricky Steamboat taught me this one thing. It's mind-blowing. He said what he used to do, and I started doing it too as a baby face, what he used to do is find that one person in the crowd, a kid or a woman, that he could make eye contact with, where he could just like reach out to them while he's selling.
Like help me?
Yeah, like help me. You know, like he's getting beat and he's going to that person, help me. You know, that person, you made eye contact, you see in his eye, he's really hurt. He needs help. You know? Believability. Because the thing about pro wrestling that we talk about is suspension of disbelief. We know it's not real. But for a brief time, you want to suspend your disbelief. You want to buy. Hence, selling. You want to buy it. You want to believe. You want to believe that this person is really hurt right now. And one of the things I used to say all the time is, you got so many people in pro wrestling that have never been punched in the face that they don't know how to sell a punch to the face. And you watch like a lot of copycat selling for how something should be sold. And you'll see like, you know, somebody will be, you know, in a top wrist lock or something. And they're going, because they've never had somebody really put them in a wrist lock where you'd be like, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
move from my hand.
Yeah, whoa, no, don't do that, you know. So I always tried to study the greats. And something that I always tried to bring was believability. And I remember early on in my career, you know, on the message boards back in the day, you know, when people would comment about, you know, they do their reviews of matches. I remember people saying things like, oh, MVP sells better than most. MVP is good at selling.
Who are some of the greats that you studied?
Oh, like I said, Dusty Rhodes, Steamboat. You know, you look at the Rock and Roll Express. You know, they had that down pat. They'd have girls crying. You know, but I used to have fun because in Japan, you know, the strong style guys don't sell so much. I would sell my ass off. And sometimes the Japanese guys would be like, after the match, MVP son, okay? Yeah, big sell. Oh, you sell. Oh, I think maybe MVP son hurt. Exactly.
Right.
If you thought I was hurt, then what did they think, you know? So it's an emotional, the whole thing about pro wrestling, you're selling tickets. The whole idea nowadays, you know, it's not as much attendance based where you're making money off the house. It's all streaming. The whole business has changed. But the primary aspect of it is eliciting an emotional response. You want the people who are watching to have an emotional response to you. If you're a heel, you want them to hate you. If you're a babyface, you want them to love you. You want them to feel sympathy for you. So that when you start that comeback and you start getting going on that, yes, kick his ass, get him, yes. It's the emotional content. And I think that's a lot of what's missing now with a lot of the younger generation that are just into the athletic aspect. Watch these cool moves I can do. Well, Jerry Lynn taught me a long time ago. Too many guys are trying to get the crowd to pop on a move rather than to get them to pop on the match. If the biggest pop you get isn't at the 1, 2, 3, you did it wrong. So for me, my goal is to always make people question, is his knee really hurt? Is his arm really hurt? Like, I know it's fake, but did he really get hurt? Like, if a guy's working my arm the whole match, and then he goes to shoot me off and I reverse it, before he comes back, I'll take that minute to my arm, and then do whatever. I've never been a fan of the guys who have a 30-minute match, they're getting heat for 20 seconds, and then they just pop up, dun, 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 nothing happened to me, I'm in Superman mode now, like, dude, you're in a fight. And now, with the popularity of mixed martial arts, you know what it looks like when somebody's been punched in the face.